How's it going, everyone? Chris here with a very special Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 video. Now the multiplayer reveal happened recently at the Call of Duty XP event, and the official multiplayer reveal trailer has been released on both the Call of Duty websites and their YouTube channel. It looks absolutely fantastic and contains an insane amount of information that gives us an insight into Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer. No doubt there's going to be loads of these kind of analysis videos floating around, but hopefully there will be things that I pick out that others might have missed. So now this trailer's out officially, it should be pretty safe for me to talk about this information under like the fair use policy. So I'm going to talk about the trailer as much as I can over the video in order to qualify for that kind of fair use some of the things I've learned from leaked information, I can't obviously share those in the video because there's like a risk of getting a strike on my channel. So during those sections I'll kind of stay quiet, but it's something you could easily find out about. Even my grandma could find out this information with a quick Google search. It's particularly about the perks, because that information has been leaked and it seems pretty accurate, but obviously people's channels are getting strikes if they actually talk about this sort of stuff. So let's get started with my Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer trailer analysis. So first up, obviously the little rating system. We've got a drug reference in there somewhere, so let's keep an eye out for that. So first up, we get to the first of many class overview graphics that we're going to take a look at. It gives like an insight on what the equipment and loadout the character's using. This guy's playing a new game mode which is announced at the Call of Duty XP event. It's called Kill Confirmed. This is where a dead body leaves behind dog tags, and the aim of the game is to collect as many of these dog tags as possible. Both friendly and enemy players can collect tags from both teams, so it's obviously the team that collects the most tags at the end of the time limit, or gets to a particular score limit. So as you can see, primary weapon is the M4 assault rifle, but with no attachments, but we'll see in these following clips a red dot sight is used in the footage. A new feature is proficiency. I've yet to figure out what this actually is, but this guy has a proficiency of kick, and kick has a little horse icon and the emblem, a little bit like the Ferrari logo. Who knows what that is? No idea, we'll just have to wait and see, but obviously proficiency is something that you're especially good at, so there's obviously a few little choices that you can choose for your proficiency loadout. So a secondary weapon is the M320 GLM, or grenade launcher module. This is, in real life, this is a replacement to the M203 grenade launcher, which you see in the previous games. It can be undermounted to the weapon, or it can be used as a standalone weapon, as we'll see in these clips. So what equipment is using is flash grenade and frag grenade, which we're all familiar with. And now we're looking at the rest of his loadout, including perks and kill streaks. So the first thing to notice is the strike package. This sounds like there's going to be different kill streaks available for different types of package. So in this particular package, the assault package, we have the UAV, which is obviously a UAV. We know that from Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. And AH6, which is a new kill streak, which is a light helicopter, which is based on the little bird. It's kind of armed with these badass machine guns. And we also have the Juggernaut, which we saw in the Spec Ops trailer at the end, where you kind of unlocked it by killing someone with the bouncing Betty. We don't know whether this is a computer-controlled character or the Juggernaut suit, so that's something we're still looking forward to finding out. So we can also see the integration with Call of Duty Elite with this guy's clan, and then we can take a look at his perks. So like I mentioned, some of the perks I can't talk about to avoid incurring a strike, but a quick Google search will outline rumoured information, so you can easily find out what some of these things are rumoured to be. So the first one, Recon, I can't really say what it is, but a little radar icon, looks like it's obviously related to pinpointing people on the minimap. Quick Draw is another classified perk for now, but the name suggests kind of a sleight of hand type advantage. And the third perk is another new perk. The actual leaked information looks interesting, but obviously can't disclose what that is. You'll just have to look it up yourself. So by the look of this scenery, we're in London as one of the maps with the big red bus in the background and the Union Jack flag. The device used to call in the kill streaks looks pretty cool with a satellite phone. He uses this device to call in the little bird, which rains down a load of bullets while it protects him as he runs through the train station. It looks like a throwing knife is back. And check out this guy's armour, it looks like he's from Friday the 13th. US Army character looks pretty awesome. We can see in this clip the Call of Duty 4 red dot sight, and then there's also a badass SAM turret. Oh my god, Portaloo! And then it finally gets taken out by a bloody sniper who picks up his dog tags that we talked about, with it being the kill confirmed game mode. So second up, we've got another character loadout. This time we're playing capture the flag with an M4 rifle again, but this time it's got an ACOG sight as its attachment. His proficiency this time is focus. No idea what that might be, but it does have a little radar icon next to it, so maybe that gives some kind of insight. The elite box this time says optimal bootleg CQB class push to game. Now they've already confirmed that elite won't give you any kind of advantage in game, but you can change your classes on the fly. So it looks like this is a preset close quarters combat class that you can apply to your the game like on the fly. So I wonder if you'll be able to share classes over elite, which would be super handy for my class setup idea videos for anyone who's already subscribed and knows of those sort of videos that I usually produce. So moving on, secondary weapon is the FMG9, like we saw in the Spec Ops clip. It's that folding submachine gun that he gets out at the end of the Spec Ops trailer. Equipment, we've got the bouncing Betty like we saw in World at War. It's kind of like a claymore type thing that jumps up and blows someone's face off. He also has an EMP grenade, which is new to Call of Duty, but obviously we've got the EMP from Modern Warfare 2, which was the kill streak. EMP obviously disrupts electronics, so this will be used against turrets and a robot tank thing that we see later in the video. So this time around we've got this support package, which is actually described this time as support kill streaks do not reset after death, so that's quite interesting. So if you've got the support package and these kill streaks that are available, you can continuously get these even if you do die, which is obviously what they meant when they mentioned that they'll be rewarding those objective players. So his killstreak setup, or his strike chain, is the airdrop trap, which is essentially a hacked care package. We've also got a remote turret, which sounds a little bit like a sentry gun. And we also have EMP, which is probably a map-wide EMP rather than the localized grenade. So perks-wise, extreme conditioning, this is one that I can talk about because it was in Call of Duty 4 and it's essentially Marathon, just with a new name or an old name. Second up, we've got Assassin, which is another new perk. Assassins are generally stealthy and stay undetected, so you can kind of come to your own conclusions for that one. And third up, we've got Sitrep, which was available in Modern Warfare 2, and it allowed you to detect enemy explosives. Alright, now listen to the audio in this clip. We're still using the M4, but this time it sounds like it's semi-automatic, so maybe you can switch between fire modes in Modern Warfare 3. So you can see it's chucked down this bouncing Betty, which looks like some crazy ninja equipment, and it gets set off and flies up and blows this guy's head off in super slow-mo. This guy's using some kind of mounted turret, so maybe that's the equipment we've just talked about. So you'll actually have to man this thing rather than it being AI controlled. So it looks like Christmas has come early for those corner campers. So after shooting some baddies, he now throws down his booby-trapped care package, or airdrop trap, which seems to fall from the heavens, and then we get pegged by that pesky sniper again. So you can see what looks to be the USP-45 on his bike as he captures the flag and runs off into the distance. So third time round we've got another class setup. This time it's in a team deathmatch game. He's using the ACR with red dot sight and has the same focus proficiency, and an XM25 as a secondary weapon. So the XM25 is also known as the Punisher and is an airburst grenade launcher. I think we saw this thing in the single player trailer. It's used to fire a grenade which explodes in midair, killing people underneath it, so it's handy for taking out people who are behind cover. His elite badge now says XM25 Tactics Video Viewed, so he's obviously been catching up out of hours and he's learnt some new tricks. Equipment this time is the Claymore and a portable radar. Portable radar looks like it's obviously some kind of motion sensor type device. He's also using the support package again with ballistic vests, which obviously sounds like some bulletproof vest. Just hope this isn't as annoying as Juggernaut or Painkiller, so it's always annoying when you run into those guys. You have to put in double the amount of bullets in order to take them out. Although saying that vests is in plural, vests sounds quite interesting. Maybe this is provided to the whole team, not just to yourself, which is even worse. At 10 kills he gets a recon drone, which sounds a little bit like the Blackbird or even a Parrot drone like we get in Homefront. That might even highlight enemies on screen rather than just the minimap. Then at 14 kills we've got the Stealth Bomber, which is probably the same as the stealth bomber from Modern Warfare 2, and it probably won't be taken out by those SAM turrets on steroids that we saw in the first clip. So onto the perks. Perk 1 is Recon, like we saw in the first segment. Second perk is Blast Shield, which is obviously Blast Shield from Modern Warfare 2 being turned into a perk like Flak Jacket. And third perk is Dead Silence, which is another one we saw in Call of Duty 4, and it's essentially a ninja. So in this clip we can see the Blast Shield to work as he kind of shuns off the explosives in this clip, and we see him running around with his grenade launcher. So this guy on top of the van, he seems to be holding an RPG on his back, so that's obviously still in the game. Then we see the stealth bomber being called in with the old laptop style method. Then he somehow manages to dodge all these bullets Neo style while running through this marketplace, and then the stealth bomber just finishes off the job. So in this section we get to see that robot tank Johnny 5 is alive kind of thing that we talked about before, and this is what those EMP grenades will be especially handy for. We can see the old Call of Duty 4 style red dot sights in this clip on the ACR until he gets pegged by that bloody sniper again. So here we go again with the fourth and final time. This time we've got a ground war game, which is possibly on the New York City map like we saw in single player. Is using the ACR again, but with two attachments this time. The two attachments being allowed by the proficiency, which is attachments times 2. So that's obviously gives the little insight into what proficiency does, or one of the options does. The attachments is chosen are the hybrid scope, like we saw in the single player mode, with that dual scope kind of thing, where it flips from like an ACOG scope to a holographic scope, and it's also got the old heartbeat sensor from Modern Warfare 2. His elite badge this time says posted game mode to elite, highest rated mode posted, so I have no idea what that means, but maybe Ground War has been voted the best game in this instance in his little group of friends. Otherwise he's using the Dragunov sniper rifle as his secondary, but don't get your panties in a twist screaming, "Oh my god, sniper rifle secondaries!" just yet, because we'll talk about the perks he's using in just a second. Otherwise he's using a trophy system, which we'll see in action in just a moment. This is more protection from explosives, so like Robert Bowling said in his little interviews, that they're providing lots of things to protect against noob tubes and things like that. Otherwise he's got the good old throwing knife as his slot where the grenade was seen before. So this time we see the strike package as specialist, which looks like it grants additional perks instead of kill streaks, which is pretty cool. That kind of makes it a little bit like sharpshooter from the Black Ops wager matches, where you unlock more perks after each kill. So we can see even more perks that are available in the game here, two of which we're pretty familiar with, Scavenger and Steady Aim. And then we've got Marksman Pro, which sounds like it's some kind of sniper related perk, probably like a longer hold breath time. So his actual perks that are in his loadout are Blind Eye, which is another one that's new and we can't really talk about, but the saying to turn a blind eye is to kind of ignore something, so maybe it's related to air support. So second up now, here's where I mentioned about not panicking about that sniper rifle secondary. He's using the Overkill perk, which is a perk that we found in Call of Duty 4, which allows you to equip 2 primary weapons. Now this is obviously at the expense of not being able to equip other perks in this slot, so from what we've seen so far this includes Steady Aim, Blast Shield, Assassin and Quick Draw, so it definitely doesn't seem worth it when you consider those other perks. Then third up we've got Sit Rep again, which we're all familiar with from Modern Warfare 2, which obviously detects enemy explosives. So here we go again with the fourth and final clip. We can see the blinged up ACR with dual scope and heartbeat sensor. You see the riot shield's back, and so is the throwing knife like we've seen already. Now we get to see that trophy system in action, which he plonks down, and you can see how it disables enemy rockets that are flying his way. This is going to be super handy when you come to capture flagging domination. So here's where he switches out to his Dragunov, which has some nice black furniture in place of that traditional wooden look like we usually get with this weapon. And he finally uses it to take out that annoying sniper who tries to kill us again. So that's it, the end of the trailer. We saw an absolutely wealth of information in there. I just can't wait to see all this stuff in action when we finally get to play it when it comes out in November. So hopefully you're all tingling with excitement just as much as I am. If you enjoyed my little analysis of this trailer or found out anything new, which I hope you did, then please consider dropping me a thumbs up. It really helped get the video a bit more exposure, help build my channel, get me some more views and subscribers. That would always be appreciated. Obviously spent quite a lot of time putting this video together, going through picking out the little bits of information and then going through and doing all the visuals over the top of the video. So obviously did put a lot of work into it, so it'd be very much appreciated if you helped me spread the word. Thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you want to stick around for more of my Black Ops and Modern Warfare videos. I do lots of class setup ideas and weapon guides. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.